Alrighty, so it is the Tuesday, April 6th, Experience by Open Office Hours call, and we were just chatting about what the new release things are. And the biggest one, of course, is commenting. There are some other things that went out in our last release that aren't as highly visible, but commenting, and then there were some updates to automations, which includes some order form and Stripe connection button improvements. So I think those are the big ones. We can open it up and take a look if you want, because I actually haven't played with that.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Okay. And this is sort of like us all exploring together, because I haven't looked at it yet either. So yeah, let me take a look at one of mine. I might have to call for reinforcements on this one. I'm not even sure where you find it, so let's take a look. Share my screen.
It was, oh, where was it? It wasn't in a class. It was in the toolbars, like under inbox. There you go, inbox on the left.
It was.
No, go back.
Okay.
You got your inbox. It was there.
This nothing.
I found it the same way through trial and error.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't had the opportunity to build anything with this just yet. So let's turn it on. I don't think I'm going to do the SMS replies. So if I go into my training, I'm not seeing the threaded comments just yet, but I just turned it on. Oh, look, there we go. How fun is that? I don't want to put anything in here.
Sorry, how did you just do that? What did you just do?
Sure. Actually, it's all Susan's fault over here. Back in the admin console, there's now an inbox. And in this area right now, there was a toggle to turn it on.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. And
then as soon as I went back into the course and refreshed it, I had the opportunity to post comments.
So can anybody post that? Or that's you posting it? Or sorry, I missed the first few minutes of the setup of what this is now.
Yeah, so just the basic threaded comments were released. We didn't say a whole lot before you got here. So it'd be whoever you're logged in as, and I haven't taken an extensive tour of it before. So all I'm seeing is that it's either on or off. So not, some people can and some people can't. It's the admin and all the students can make comments or they can't. Is that what you're asking, Michelle?
Yeah, so any other students would see all the other students' comments. Or is this something between, is this something for the instructor to leave comments? Or I'm not sure is this just like a regular comment space on the course level?
Yeah, it wouldn't be just between you and your students, because what a lot of people have been asking for is a community feature.
I see.
And there are people who do not want to take that outside of the course. So like a Facebook group or something like that. They wanted it embedded within the course.
I
And some
see.
people don't. And because, you know, I mean, Facebook has quite a lot of money to do development work to put some very fancy features in to Facebook groups and things like that. So you're going to have some capabilities there that won't be available in our course builder or anybody else's for a little while. But it's
Okay.
you know, there were for some people like having this particular thing actually was a deal breaker. So, you know, without comments, because some people just can't, for some people don't want to, and some people can't use Facebook. So for instance, like I am building a course for law enforcement professionals who track and prosecute child predators, and they do not do social media. And, you know, they're not going to have anything about any of their stuff on Facebook. So we can't use that.
Okay.
In context.
So I
Can I just
clicked
ask a-
on my, oh, go ahead. Sorry, Michelle, go ahead.
That's right. I was just gonna ask a quick question about that jogged my memory when you were kind of scrolling. There were images. Like, I know there's some standard, like if you scroll up to like the top of the page, these little images, I know in the sample course, they have a bunch of these little things. Is there a library of those somewhere? I see the sort of the library of when you create celebrations, you have sort of a bunch of things to pick from. But is there a little image library of all these cute little images that you have in the sample courses and stuff?
Yeah, Murray's put that link in before, and let me ask really quickly. I don't have it saved.
Okay, that would be great. There's such cute little images. I just wondered if there was a way to kind of go and, you know, look through them.
There is, and I'll see if I can get it for you by the time we finish. If not, are you in the Facebook group?
I am. I don't look there all the time though.
Okay. If I don't get a response now, I'll put it there.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
I wonder if you just click on your image that you have in that spot, if it just kind of gives you an option of looking through images that are available.
Yeah, I had tried to do that, but I couldn't kind of figure out a way to find a library.
Oh,
Sorry, I interrupted you, Denise. I think you were gonna.
oh, I was just saying that when I clicked on my the communication part, it said that I don't, you know, I need to like order. Of course, now the dogs are gonna start answering. I hope they're not as loud to you as they are to me. That I need to order a Sims in order to be able to have the comment feature. Is that true? Or did you
You have
have
to order what?
Sims? I don't have a Sims. SMS.
That's not what mine said at all.
Oh.
You-
I had this part, nothing in your inbox right now. I got to that part. And then let me go back because I started looking for, oh, let's see, nothing in my inbox. And then it says you can also receive SMS replies here by renting. Oh. And that's as far as I got. Rent a two-way SMS. Oh, maybe that's just telling me that I have that option. So then did you go, where did you go after that to get to comments? Did you just go to your courses?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is just offering me that option. It's not saying that I need to have it to have the option.
So I'm on the student side to see comments. And this is,
Oh.
we're still back on the admin side.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
I haven't made a comment, but I think when you make the comment, it shows, if you click that inbox, it'll show a list of all the comments that will be made. I think that's how it's gonna be.
Let me, to a different course. Turn that on.
You can turn it on course by course, so only certain courses might have comments and certain courses don't.
While that would be a good feature, I don't think so, because
Oh, yeah, it would be all the courses or none of the courses, right? Yeah.
so like this is another course of mine, and yeah, without setting that up again, there it is.
Okay.
Hello. Hello world. So if I go back to my inbox.
So what is the SMS? You would give that out as a
Guess not.
contact number to your students and they could connect with you?
Yeah, you can send text messages that way, but you have to rent it. It's not part of your experience.
You can both send and receive.
Um,
I mean, that's two-way, right? But I guess the question would be, you'd need some way to collect the phone numbers and get people's permission to SMS with you. So is that part of that package? It's some kind of an interface as well, or it's just the line?
I think it's just access to the technology, because it's something that they had to rent. Yeah, I mean, it's another application they have to bring into the mix, and it's got an additional cost to it. In terms of like where you send or receive them, I don't know. I can ask Murray to either do like a help article or record a little video
Yeah, just a little bit about,
for us on that.
so I have a question about, what are people doing to make the rewards points, earning the rewards points more tangible or fun, right?
Okay.
Like you can, earn 60 rewards points or something, right? Like, so in certain, like the experience masterclass, experience product masterclass, you have, the opportunity to, you have leaderboards, or you secure, if you wanted to get a refund or whatever, you had to earn all your points certain days, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
But what if you wanted to use it to actually give people an opportunity to maybe trade in for coaching consults, or a discount on a future course or something like that?
Mhm.
Is anyone using any kind of software linking it up or something like that, to make those points more tangible, more useful?
We've talked to people before about like sending out emails that have links to bonuses in them. Or so for instance, you could link to your Acuity page where you've set up a 15-minute bonus call that you could give to people. But in terms of like a rewards and points manager, I haven't heard of an application that does that.
You don't know any platforms that do that people are using?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no, Juan sent me something in response to your question, but it's not the right thing. I'm trying to get that image library. Yeah, that would be a good question to ask in Facebook. I'm happy to do that. I mean, we don't always know what everyone is doing out there. And sometimes when you start asking people like what creative things they've come up with, it's kind of crazy what people find to do with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then in terms of you know, getting students into the system, I presume that you can, I haven't actually really launched my platform yet. We're still kind of like working on it. You can toggle on and off certain courses so that certain people will see the courses or not, right? Like you can have different categories of courses, visible or not visible.
Yeah, each one of them in this step 1 has this toggle show course on the hub that can be on or off.
I have a question though. I mean, can you have, let's say you have 10 courses and you have maybe like 3 audiences, right? 3 different sort of kinds of audiences. There's no way though with those different courses to have sort of one audience see one group of the courses and another audience see another group of the courses.
Different hubs for different audiences.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you can really do that. It sounds like either it's on or it's off for everybody.
That's correct.
And it either has to be, okay, so it's either on or it's off. And then what about paid? It can either be, I know that there's sort of premium, right? You can either have something that it requires someone to pay for it, or you could make it free to people. But I know that there's a way, because just being an Experienceify as a student, you know, there's ways to unlock certain courses for certain people, right? So is that just something inside of each student's profile? You can manually unlock things once they either qualify for it or buy it, not making them actually put in a credit card?
So recently we actually, so yes, you can manually do those things, but then now you can also assign things as, let's see if it's in a playbook. It's not. Please. There's some, by the way, in making your points more tangible, if you haven't seen those playbooks yet, it was not immediately obvious to me that there were 3 different categories of playbooks. There's
Yeah, I haven't seen the, what is the, so these are just different versions of the email series.
Oh, one with the SMS. Yep, it's different varieties. But you can also like choose as a student experience. I think I better get back out of here. To assign something based on what happened.
Okay.
Courses to come back up. Oh, there's the X. Hello. Interesting. And I might have to go look at the documentation myself because this isn't used yet. So the trigger is, let's say you completed a module. That. Then we add to another course.
Oh, interesting. Okay. What do those tags mean? Add a tag or remove a tag? What does that mean?
I guess it makes it more like a convert kit type of thing.
Oh, I don't use ConvertKit.
Or, the email builders where you tag your people on certain parameters so that you can sort and filter by them.
Oh, I see.
So yeah.
So you can add them to another course. So if they complete the pre-work module, or you could say like, if they complete the course, then you can like add them automatically to another course.
Yes. Or if they complete half of their points, or maybe there are a variety of different triggers that you can add.
Okay.
Once they reach X number of points, this happens. Or when they arrive at certain module, that happens.
Okay.
I'm taking
That's
notes.
Okay.
What is it? What kind of courses are you building?
Me?
Yes.
Team building, leadership and team building. Yeah.
And do you have some built somewhere else before? I mean, it sounded like you were thinking about. Oh,
No, this
that's a big
is my,
project.
yeah, it's a big project. It's kind of getting things from offline online. So getting there, but it's kind of a side project. So side projects don't always get the dedication they need.
Mhm.
You have to kind of set aside a certain time frame that you'll sit down these 2 hours on this particular day and just, dedicate it for that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need some more block scheduling myself.
Yeah. Or set it up with a friend. I have one of the gals that was in Blue Skies with me.
Mhm.
We're gonna set up like on Saturdays. We're going to have like a work day where we meet and we'll like do dedicated work time.
Mhm.
And we'll work on our project for 45 minutes, touch base back in. What did you get done? How are you doing? And then set our timer again, get back, what are you gonna work on? And that helps get things done too. So you're not doing it together. So that you're not doing it alone, and
Yeah, you've made a time.
you can't just get up and wander
there.
off. It's so
Yeah.
easy
Yeah.
working on my own to get up and go wander off and go, plant a tree.
Yeah, we did some of those in our course.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, work sessions and then split them into 20-minute blocks.
Yeah.
Turn everybody loose to work on what they just learned the last week.
Well, but I mean, even in building the courses and in putting things together and creating the courses and, building things for our students.
Mhm.
it's just so much easier to get work done when you're working
Yeah.
in like a co-working setting.
That commitment.
Yeah.
And just knowing there's other people alive in the world, you know, when you're like a
This week
solo.
or this year in particular.
Yes.
Is it just me? It's like it.
Oh, so
Me, my kids, and my dog. My world has gotten smaller. Yep. Michelle, I don't know if you were I came across this call, but a couple of weeks ago I did a workshop on how to get a minimum valuable product out quickly.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, it's just an hour-long call. It was on February 28th, and there's a practice project that goes along with it, so you can kind of see how I broke it down and wrote one up for someone else, because I really encourage people to do something like smaller in scope for your first one.
Yeah.
When people are trying to figure out how to convert everything to online and how to make experience by work and how to make media and do all the things at once.
It's a lot. Yeah,
Yes,
there's a lot. And then all the emails and all the the celebrations and all the points and all the it's a lot. I mean, it's great, I mean, it's just there's a lot. Where do I find that call?
So the same link that got you here should have previous calls on it.
The link I used, I think, just went straight into Zoom.
On the page,
Maybe it went straight into Zoom because you were live on Zoom. I don't know. Maybe if you're not live, it goes somewhere else.
Hold on, let me figure out where my chat went. So this is the practice project, and then I will get to the place for the reports.
I have to
keep this by itself to save this link that she's, in fact, I'm going to do this too and put this link off to the side.
I just requested access.
You just make a copy.
Make a copy.
Up on the file menu
Of the link or of that
of
file?
the documents.
Yeah.
That I shared. Yeah, so if you look on the top right-hand corner, I've got the little picture. There's the file menu, which you drop that down and then make a copy. You just make one for yourself. So I'm not giving people edit access to my original document.
Sorry, I didn't follow that. I tried to link to that Google Doc and it won't give me access. So sorry, what do I need to do?
You can't see it?
Oh, in the
No,
chat?
The Google Doc that you put in the chat?
Uh-huh.
No, it says you don't have access. It says, sorry, you don't have access. Request access. Oh wait, sorry, there's two separate links. Sorry, I tried to get into the Google Doc separately. Hold on. Oh, I didn't notice there were two. I thought it was one link. Hold on.
Yeah, there are two, but the Google Doc should let you see it, but not.
Yeah, I think the problem is I didn't see that there were two links. So I copied it all as one. So I have to copy, there are two separate links back to back. I just looked at it quickly and I thought it was just one link.
Okay.
Okay, so the Google Doc still is telling me I need access, but I can get to the Experienceify office hours. So the previous call you said was on is it the February 27th one?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll just go to that February 27th, and that's the one that you talked about, the minimum viable product. And then is there some way to get to that doc that has the project in it? Okay.
Yeah, I clicked on that link too, and it just says you need access. It won't open.
Read the second one.
Let me
Has that
see.
nice little sharing on the end.
Let me see if let me request access and see what it
Oh wait,
does.
this one, this next, okay, there's a third link in here. Okay, hold on.
Mhm.
Let's-
You'll get an email letting you know if the file is shared with you.
Denise, try the second one, if you would.
It still says you need access.
How can we help you? Describe your issue. Well, when I was a child,
Oh, I'm sorry.
you wouldn't
I'm
believe the
sorry.
issues I have.
Do this one more time. It would give you access if you worked for Experienceify. How's that?
All right.
Oh,
Next,
is that
now
what it is?
we're okay. Trying this one now.
Maybe I just don't know which link I'm supposed to click on.
All right, here we go. That worked.
Okay.
Ah, MVP practice project.
All right, so now I want to make a copy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, and so
Ah.
this is a hub listing with a photo, checkout page, student dashboard, one module, one training, two training, empty shells, overview of the training. Okay, so this is just kind of
Yeah, the whole idea behind this is to set up a course that you sell and then create as you go. So you create the one initial training. So you create the welcome video and some pre-actions, and then one training so people have something to do when they get into your course if you have a window during which you sell it. And then all the rest of it you set to release on the day that you record it, and you record it live and drop the training into there. And the idea being that you haven't invested a lot of time into creating something that you don't know if people will buy or not. But whether or not you do it that way, all of the things that you do to set up a course in Experienceify are the same.
okay, so you could kind of just keep going through this.
Mhm.
Can you show that, you know, where you kind of go to, because if you want something to kind of drop versus wait for a certain date, can you show me where that actually lives?
Yeah, I have to get to different screens, go back in my courses. Excuse me. So drop as opposed to so here's my pre-work. So you can change the release options by module and by training. Is this what you were asking about?
Yeah. So you would say on a specific date,
Mhm.
which gives you an opportunity to have it be, to work on it. Like, let's say that I wanted to have this go out on, you know, May 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So I could set it to May 1st
Mhm.
and then work on it, right? And it's gonna go out on May 1st, right?
And then, you know, if you wanted to do the way that we had talked about, you set the first one up to go out immediately. And then every one after that, you can put on a specific date. And they'll see that there's something coming. And if you do it the way that it shows in the practice project, you'll have like the name and the image of what's coming. Or yeah, the name, image, and the description, but the content won't be in there.
Okay,
So they're like, oh, cool, this is gonna be here next week. And you're like,
Right.
yeah, it is after I make it.
right. But it will show like it's coming, like it's done, but it's, yeah. Whereas if you keep it in draft, it won't show. They won't be able to see like the name and the title.
Yeah, let me show you. So this is actually what I did on that recording that you were going to look at from the practice project.
Yeah,
So yeah, none of these are created, but they look like it, right?
They're
but if
pretending.
you tried to click those, that it says awaiting start, right? So like what would happen if, so that one is like that one's done, right?
No, this is a blurb.
No,
I'm
but I
sorry.
mean, what if the person, what if you were saying how it would show like it's there, it's just that you're not going to get it for X number of days or weeks.
Mhm.
What does that look like? Like, is that training 5 an example of that where it's not actually live? So can you actually view it? But
So this is the it's a demo course, so it's not sensitive to dates like that, which is why you're not
Okay.
seeing it that way. If I was in here as a student, and then you can also change the amount of upcoming things too. So here, my all trainings, and I want to say, well, there's where I can customize the words that you use, but it should be no waiting start. Is it this one? Nope, it's not this one. It's single training. Nope. Gosh, I was just in here yesterday. Where did I?
there were 2 of these courses. Are you in the one? It looked like they were 2 right next to each other.
Yeah, I ran the workshop twice. Training. I hate that when I can't find something I was just doing yesterday. Coming soon. Ha, there we go. If I
I
want to
missed it.
change
Right.
it, it's on your
I
course
missed
homepage.
where you ended up going.
It's the course homepage. So it's
Okay.
here and then
Course
here.
homepage. Okay.
Gets you into the live edit mode.
Okay.
And then the complete trainings, I can choose how many I want to show next.
Okay.
2 instead of 3.
Okay. Okay.
Or I can also edit.
Yep. Okay.
That's where it was.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that goes through that.
Yeah, there's a lot of different screens to remember.
Yep.
And click on where you're going crazy, clicking, going, I know it was just here.
There's that thing.
So are these calls every month?
Every 2
Just some-
weeks.
Oh, every 2 weeks.
Yeah, we just need to update the next dates for them. But yeah, it's 2 weeks on the same time and day.
What are some of the best practices for setting up students? Can you go over kind of setting up students, and when you kind of, I know there's the magic link and everything, but I haven't really looked at this yet. Is the student kind of record kind of minimal, or does it have kind of some sophisticated options, or?
Let's go look at one of my students.
Hey, I know her.
Is that okay with you, Denise?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm somebody. Did you ever see that movie, The Jerk, with Steve Martin? I'm somebody.
A long time ago.
Yeah,
Gosh.
I'm somebody.
So here's what she's in. An activity, it probably won't show her activity because this was in version 1. So
Yeah.
that's been carried over to version 2. But yeah, if I go back to,
I'm an early starter, or whatever we call those people.
so those
So,
are,
so you have to kind of come in here, and so if you look at an individual record,
Mhm.
are there tags that you can add to them, or how do you actually kind of set up what someone can or can't see? Like let's say you want to add someone to your hub,
Mhm.
someone new to your hub. How do you go in and actually, is there an automated way to go in and kind of indicate what they're going to get access to? I mean, I don't want to use like a checkout page. Like, I'm not talking about a cart where they've bought something. Because
Mhm.
for me, one of the things I'm going to do is I'll have current clients that I give access to
Mhm.
certain classes for free.
Mhm.
And then certain classes will show up as, premium. But there's a bunch of students that I basically have to kind of like give them access to a few different things all at once, right? So I just don't know, how do I actually do that when I start to add a new student, or what can you actually store in here for information, like company name, or just literally first name, last name, email address, and then you toggle on or off the courses that you want them to have? How does it work?
We got.
How did you get
there.
Denise into the course, right? Like,
Denise enrolled herself
okay.
for starters, but so if I wanted to go assign her to a different course.
Oh, okay. So you can assign her, and that gives her, everything else would show up as premium. Or
Well,
Like
not,
there was a
or not
drop down.
available.
Yeah, so in terms of like showing people your hub, it's a public page. So like either they see it or they don't. You can kind of fake your own unique hub if you have some some way to create web pages that just link to the individual courses and enroll them in those courses. Is that making sense?
No.
No. So the hub shows everything that you turned on in the hub, right? And just go to yeah, so that's what mine is showing right now, even though I had many other courses in there, because those are the only ones that I let be visible right now. To, if I had already given someone access to these when it says go to log in, they just go straight in.
How do you customize this page? What is the go to our store, or what is this? This is like a kind of a different login page. Is that a way that you can change that page?
This is, let's get back into this one. Your order form. That's where you customize that.
You customize the login page on the order form?
Oh, the login. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. We're going for.
It was where you had the person sitting cross-legged with the laptop. It looked different than my login page. Yeah, that's it right there. Where are you now? Branding
Account.
with the login. So account. So account, and you scroll down and it's branding. Okay, branding. And you had login page. But the page seemed set up differently. And maybe because I just haven't branded this page, which is why it just looks different, because you're like, you have a different photo. It said go to our store, something like that.
It just took you back to the hub.
Oh, okay. Oh, I wanted to ask a question that came to mind. You know the favicon there, the Experientify favicon, can you customize that so that it's not up at the top in the tabs? You know how you have the little X, the little green and yellow X? Can you make that your own logo, your own favicon there? Does it have to be, can we customize the favicon there?
I'm surprised to say nobody's ever asked me that before.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, I don't know why it took me to this article. No, I don't think
Okay.
I can. There's that little bit of branding left in no matter what you do at the moment.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, we had a kind of a rousing tour tonight. We got to go see a lot of different things.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's helpful. Are we, so I know we're out of time here, I think, right? Because it's an hour.
Yeah, we wind up around 6.
Okay. I guess I kind of learned a few different ways to get into the different forms there. So it gives me a little bit of food for thought, and I'll check out that that minimum viable course. That's helpful. And so with the link to the image library, did you say you're going to put that into the Facebook group?
Yeah, as soon as I hear back from Marie, I'll put that in there.
Can you ask if the favicon is customizable? And the SMS, did you say that I should just post in the Facebook group? What are people using some kind of an SMS software to communicate?
Actually, I said that about rewards. If you've got something that tracks rewards points and inputs that in a different section, or I'm sorry, application,
Yeah,
to do something about that, that would be a good place, because you had asked what other people are doing.
yeah,
Don't always know, but I
Okay.
can, I'm writing this one down into our internal chat now too.
all right, great.
Um, But the SMS, I would say, like, I think there's some people like Susan, perhaps, who was here in the beginning of the call. I know there are definitely people already using the SMS. I personally don't. And my expertise is more on building courses than like all the, some of the ins and outs of Experience.By. But in Facebook, somebody else would be using it. And, have some things to say about that too. But I'm also asking in our team channel to get some.
Okay, great. Great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have fun with it. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of peer-to-peer stuff in the Facebook group, and then the support link. You know, they can answer questions any day from either inside Experience.By or on the How to Experience.By site.
Yeah.
There's a little chat thing now that starts to support it.
Okay,
We'll be back in
Great.
2 weeks.
thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.